Hello everyone and welcome back to another Essential Albums video. This is week 14 and this week we're taking a look at Aquarium by Aqua. This is their first album. I believe they've released 3 albums. I think they did one in, I think it was 2000 called Aquarius. I don't recall what the name of their third album was, but I think that was in 2011. Anyway, today this is their first album released March 26, 1997. Notable tracks off this album are, of course, Barbie Girl, probably their most well-known song. It's not my favorite, but it's probably their most kind of iconic track. We have Dr. Jones, Lollipop, Candyman, and Turn Back Time. Let me bring up the complete track list here. Let's see. Track number 1, we have Happy Boys and Girls. Track number 2, we have My Oh My. Track 3 is Barbie Girl. Track 4 is Good Morning Sunshine. Track 5 is Dr. Jones. Track 6 is Heat of the Night. Track 7 is Be a Man. That's track 7. Track 8 is Lollipop Candyman. Track 9 is Roses Are Red. Track 10 is Turn Back Time. And track 11 is Calling You. Depending on where you're listening to this, there may be some extra tracks on. If you're streaming it, there may be some more tracks. When I listened to it on iTunes earlier today to kind of get ready for this video, there were a few extra tracks that were mostly remixes of some of the other tracks on there. So there's like a remix of Barbie Girl and some of the other songs. Barbie Girl was the first song I heard off of this album, and I want to say I heard it in like around September of 1997. I had first heard it at a high school air band competition. It's like a lip syncing contest, basically. My high school did, at least initially when I was in high school, like the first year or so, they did only one in the fall near homecoming. So this is like in a few weeks after school started. In the fall, they would do an airband competition, and then eventually later on, I think like a year or so after that, they started introducing a spring one as well. So one in like April or May, and I did a few of those competitions as well. But the first time I heard this, it was at an airband, like one of those airband competitions, and I kind of took interest in the band. I remember hearing kind of like some of the other songs off this album. Is like my friend in high school, his brother was a DJ for various things, but he would generally DJ the high school dances, and he kind of had like access to a lot of music, stuff that I had never heard before, or stuff that was like brand new. So I had heard most of this album from him, especially tracks like Dr. Jones and Lollipop Candyman and Turn Back Time. I had heard at these dances, or just by like hanging out with them, and he was like playing this CD for his brother and myself. But it's a great just dance album. I don't know how many dance albums are going to be on this list, but this is definitely a very kind of very poppy. I guess Eurodance is the technical genre of it. But great just dance tracks. Like definitely my favorite album from them. I've heard their second one. I don't think I've heard anything off their third. Their second album has like Cartoon Heroes, which is a pretty good song as well. But this album just basically is full of just great hits. So like I really like just the Happy Boys and Happy Girls is a great way to start. My Oh My is really good. Barbie Girl is fun. It's definitely not my favorite, but it's a good track. Good Morning Sunshine is fun. Dr. Jones is good. Heat of the Night is good. Be a Man is like, it's probably the weakest song on the album. Lollipop is a good one. Roses Are Red and Turn Back Time is good. Calling You is pretty good as well. Like the only song on this album that I don't particularly care for is Be a Man. It's kind of like a ballady kind of song, and it's not particularly great. But the rest of the album is really solid. So definitely worth checking out, especially if you're into like dance music and things like that. And depending on what version you're listening to, there's going to be probably some remixes on there as well. Like I said, Barbie Girl is probably their most iconic track. Not my favorite, but it's really good. And then Dr. Jones is amazing. I think it was like, I remember the music video being kind of like Indiana Jones inspired and what have you. So definitely check it out if you're into that kind of music. That's this week's video. That's going to do for now. We'll be back again next week with another Essential album. That's good. Again, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks again for watching. Take care and have a good one. See ya.